Today our topic is why Senecas on the Shortness of Life is a must-read. In a world where time feels like it's slipping through our fingers, Seneca's words remind us of the value of each moment. Written over 2,000 years ago, this short but powerful essay speaks directly to the modern struggle of feeling like life is too short, yet wasting so much of it on things that don't matter. Seneca, a Roman Stoic philosopher, doesn't just point out the problem, gives us a way to fix it. His message is simple but profound. Life is long enough if you use it well. The problem isn't that we don't have enough time. It's that we waste so much of it. We get caught up in distractions, chasing things that don't bring us true happiness, and before we know it, years have passed. Seneca urges us to stop and think about how we spend our days. Are we living for ourselves, or are we living for others? Are we pursuing what truly matters, or are we just following what society tells us to do? One of the key ideas in On the Shortness of Life is that we often give away our time without realizing it. We let others control our schedules, or we fill our days with busy work that doesn't contribute to our growth or happiness. Seneca calls this living in the service of others. He's not saying we should never help people or fulfill our responsibilities, but he warns us not to let these things take over our lives. If we're always chasing after someone else's goals or expectations, we'll never have time to focus on what truly matters to us. Seneca also talks about the dangers of procrastination. Many of us think, I'll start living my best life tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes. We delay our dreams, thinking we have all the time in the world, but life is unpredictable. Seneca reminds us that death is the only certainty, and none of us know how much time we have left. This isn't meant to scare us, but to inspire us to act now. Every moment we waste is a moment we'll never get back. Another important lesson from Seneca is the value of self-reflection. He encourages us to take a step back and examine our lives. Are we happy with the way we're spending our time? Are we growing as people, or are we stuck in the same routines? Seneca believed that true happiness comes from within, not from external things like money, fame, or material possessions. These things might give us temporary pleasure, but they won't bring us lasting fulfillment. Instead, we should focus on cultivating virtues like wisdom, courage, and self-discipline. These are the qualities that will help us live a meaningful life, no matter how long or short it may be. Seneca also emphasizes the importance of learning from the past and planning for the future, but not at the expense of the present. Many of us spend too much time dwelling on regrets or worrying about what's to come. While it's good to learn from our mistakes and prepare for the future, we shouldn't let these thoughts consume us. The present moment is all we truly have, and we need to make the most of it. This doesn't mean we should ignore the past or the future entirely, but we should find a balance. Reflecting on the past can help us grow, and planning for the future can give us direction, but we shouldn't let these things take us away from the here and now. One of the most striking parts of Seneca's essay is his critique of how people waste their lives chasing after wealth and status. He argues that these pursuits are empty and meaningless. Wealth and status might give us a sense of power, but they won't bring us true happiness. In fact, they often lead to more stress and dissatisfaction. The more we have, the more we want, and the harder we have to work to maintain it. Seneca warns us that this endless cycle of desire and ambition will only leave us feeling empty in the end. Instead, he suggests that we focus on what truly matters: our relationships, our personal growth, and our inner peace. These are the things that will bring us lasting happiness, not the external markers of success. Senecas on the Shortness of Life is also a call to embrace simplicity. In a world that's constantly pushing us to do more, have more, and be more, Seneca reminds us that less is often more. A simple life, free from unnecessary distractions and complications, allows us to focus on what truly matters. It gives us the time and space to reflect, to grow, and to enjoy the present moment. Seneca doesn't suggest that we give up all our possessions or live in isolation, but he does encourage us to let go of the things that don't add value to our lives. By simplifying our lives, we can create more room for the things that truly matter. Another key theme in Seneca's essay is the importance of gratitude. He reminds us that life is a gift, and we should be grateful for the time we have. Instead of complaining about what we don't have or what we've lost, we should focus on what we do have and make the most of it. Gratitude helps us appreciate the present moment and find joy in the simple things. It shifts our focus from what's missing to what's already here, and this shift in perspective can bring us a sense of peace and contentment. Seneca also stresses the importance of living with purpose. Many of us go through life without a clear sense of direction, just following the path that's laid out for us. But Seneca believed that a life without purpose is a life wasted. He encourages us to think about what we truly want out of life and to pursue it with passion and determination. This doesn't mean we have to have all the answers right away, but we should at least be asking the questions. What do we value most? What kind of person do we want to be? What legacy do we want to leave behind? These are the questions that can guide us toward a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Finally, Seneca reminds us that life is not just about the quantity of time we have, but the quality of how we spend it. A long life filled with regret and wasted opportunities is not better than a short life lived with purpose and joy. It's not about how many years we live, but how well we live those years. Senecas on the shortness of life is a timeless reminder to make the most of the time we have. It's a call to live intentionally, to focus on what truly matters, and to let go of the things that don't. In a world that's constantly pulling us in different directions, Seneca's wisdom can help us find clarity and peace. His words are just as relevant today as they were 2,000 years ago, and they serve as a powerful reminder to live our lives with purpose, gratitude, and joy. So, if you're feeling overwhelmed by the demands of modern life, or if you're struggling to find meaning and direction, take some time to read Senecas on the shortness of life. It might just change the way you see the world and the way you live your life.